everyone, welcome back to my channel. So here's a new video for you all, and as you can see, my daughter is standing on my paintings. So I was just cleaning out my old paintings, taking them out from the store, and I was packing them nicely in the tube. So we were just doing that, but let's move on. Let's jump into the today's video, and I'm super excited to share this painting that I did today. That's a old canvas, a store-bought canvas that I had from a very long time on my room. So I wanted to change that. It was looking quite old now, so I thought I will just repaint it. So let's get started with the process. So the first step here is to prep the surface. If it has a texture or thickening, you can just sand it with the canvas, but it was nice and smooth, so I didn't do that. So the second thing that you need to do is apply a gesso or a primer. Whatever primer you have, you can use it, and just apply 1 or 2 more coats as needed, allowing each layer to thoroughly dry, and just make a thick layer of primer on top of it, so that you cannot see the previous design which was on the canvas. We just want to coat it fully. If you don't have a gesso, you can just use 1 or 2 coats of white acrylic paint instead. That's also gonna do the same thing, but if you have it, that's a better option. Then the next step is to let it cure or dry, and when it's done, you can use any kind of pencil or charcoal piece, and you can just draw any new artwork that you want to draw on it. I'm just drawing some rough shapes here of a flower, because I wanted to make a textured flower here, and that's what I'm doing. So you can draw any painting that you want to do here. So the next step here is to make a texture base. As I'm making a texture painting like a 3D kind of a flower here, so I need some texture paste. If you have store-bought, that's fine, but I didn't, so I'm using this gypsum powder. If you don't have gypsum powder, you can also use a talcum powder or baby powder as well. You need some PVA glue or white school glue that adds on the adhesion and the flexibility in the texture. You need some white acrylic paint, which also acts as a binder, and it gives the color to the texture paint as well. You need little bit water as well, a brush, and a bowl in which you can mix everything. So you just need to take the powder or talcum powder or the gypsum powder, even the putty also you can use, and then mix it with some all the things I mentioned before: water, the white paint, and the glue, everything all together, and just mix it in a way so that it makes a really thick paste, not too runny and not too stiff, just need to be little bit like a creamy texture. Then you have to use a cone. I'm using this piping bag, which you can easily get on Amazon. I'll put the links for you guys if you need them. And then scoop out all the texture paint that you mixed and push it down till the tip of the this piping bag nicely, because we don't want to waste any of the texture paste we made. Okay, and then press it down gently so that it covers the whole cone. Now take a scissor and cut it accordingly how thick lines you want of the texture. That totally depends on you. I didn't want too big lines, so I just cut it little bit. So I'm starting from the middle, just light little dollops and the small dots in between to make the core of the flower, and keep following through the lines you have already drawn on the canvas, and cover it everything with the texture paint. So guys, what you have to do is take a brush and dip it in water and just try to make the edges spread inside the pattern, not outside, just inward, so that the texture will stay put and it won't just come out because of it's a very thin line. Now you can see what I'm doing to the pollen, just small little dabs around the center of the flower, and also make a little bud on the side and a leaf as well. And whatever texture you want to give, you can add on more texture as well, but I just did this much, and see how it look like now. Okay, now that the texture paint has dried out, I'm gonna add some colors to the painting. I'm choosing some acrylic colors, and the paint that I'm gonna do is the blue color paint along with some white shade to it. So that totally up to you if you want to change it to pink and white or some red color design. That's up to you. This is what I liked, so I'm choosing these colors. So let's spread some white as well as blue on these petals and use a white brush so that you can cover the painting faster, and it won't take much time. Okay, now I'm going in with some medium brush and starting to fill in the petals. I'm using a light blue as a base coat here, and I'll add some highlights and shadows later to give it a depth. So just do it, start with the light color, then keep adding on the darker in the middle portion of the flower near the pollens, and then outside it needs to be a little lighter, and you can add on whatever highlights you want to do in the end of the painting. So the whole flower is done, so I'm gonna add some little umber color, or ochre also you can use, and along with some white acrylic paint. And I'm gonna do it not in a very uniform manner. I just want to give it more like an abstract kind of feel. It should not be uniform. It needs to be a little abstract background, so that's why I'm just choosing to do a little bit of brownish umber color here and there, and most of it needs to be white. these are the things that you need now. Some gold foil paper as well as a gilding glue as well. And now
Okay,
we'll
so
move on.
when the paint of the whole flower dries out, you have to color the edges of the texture paint that you have painted with the gold, and then move on to add some gilding liquid all over the places you want to add the foil, the gold foil. I wanted to paint the pollens as well as the bird and the leaves with the gold foil, so I have added it uniformly everywhere so that it becomes tacky. Once it becomes tacky, you have to apply the gold foil, and it's the fun part. You have to gently place it on the sticky areas, and then you have to buff it out or just remove the excess. Once it's stuck down, you have to brush away the excess foil with a very soft and dry brush. The gold will stay only in the glued areas, only revealing the beautiful shine, and this is the most satisfying part of the whole painting. It is totally optional. If you want to seal it or protect the foil with some varnish, you can also do that after the gilding sealer is set. You can do that also. Either you can just brush on some varnish as well. That's totally up to you. So our painting is done, and we have already finished the other one also, because there are two sets of painting. One I have just showed you here, another one I have already finished. So I'm gonna hang them on the wall, and let's see how they look on the wall behind the bed. Then please give me your thumbs up if you liked it or you vibe with my channel. Just subscribe and click a bell icon. That will be a huge help for my channel. And so this is what it looks like. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please leave me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Till then, next time I'll come up with a new video. Till then, bye bye, see you next time.